up? Marty Schwartz here, nextlevelguitar.com. Stoked to be here, having a great time doing these videos and just passing on information, you know.
Handing it off like a quarterback hands off to a fullback.
That's right, that's right. And it's my pleasure to do so. So what I'm trying to do is just, you know, diversify some of these styles that I've been talking about. And I'm kind of like entering into my fringe of knowledge. So, you know, I'm kind of, you know, leaving my, you know, my core, which is kind of like blues, rock, and funk, and you know, wanted to talk about like the most standard bluegrass progression. And you know, in other words, this is kind of like learning the bluegrass equivalent of the 12-bar blues. Okay, so the chords that we need are a G major, and then so let's see, 1, 2, 3, and on the fourth measure, or the fourth time you've counted through 1, 2, 3, 4, you go to a D chord for one measure. Okay. Then we're going to play G to G7. So I'm playing G with this particular voicing with my ring finger on the 3rd fret of the E string, and then the middle finger here on the 2nd fret of the A string, and then my pinky on the 3rd fret on the high E. Then I go to G7 with my 1st finger on the 1st fret. Then I go to a C major chord to C7, so I'm putting my pinky on the 3rd fret of the G string with the C chord, and then a G, D, G, with a little bluegrass tag that you hear all the time if you listen to that sort of thing. Okay, so here it is without any fancy percussiveness, okay? And then it starts over, and then it repeats, and then it repeats, and then you know, everyone takes a solo. So it's very much, you know, bluegrass is very much like the blues. You know, you sing a couple of lines, and then everyone takes their turn at the solo, and you're jamming. Okay, it's a real improvised jamming kind of music. Okay, so basically the other thing I was doing was I kind of aiming for the roots of the chord. So like on the G chord, be the 3rd fret on the E string, and I kind of hit down on that, and then immediately hit the rest of the chord, but I'm letting my palm kind of hit the strings first. So it gives me like that. And you have to go, it's pretty fast music, so it's like, so then we just keep that idea. It's going to take a little work if you've never done it before. But just like anything, you just got to work at it. Go real slow. Okay? So here it is again with that rhythm. So some of the other, when I get into the changes, I'm not really doing that chuck kind of sound quite as much. I kind of open it up a little bit. But that's what's nice. You can get both sounds. And when guys start soloing, you kind of want to get back into that percussive thing. And then I think that really came from the fact that you know, in traditional bluegrass, there's no drums. So the guitar player especially, and usually there's mandolin. They're really doing that a lot because they're literally the drummer, you know, they're keeping that rhythm down. So here it is one more time, and then I'll play that little tag. Okay, so here's that tag real quick. Ring finger on the 3rd fret of the E string. Then hammer on the 2nd fret of the A string. Then the open D string. Then hammer on and pull off on that D string. Then the open G string. The whole thing starts all over again. 2nd verse, same as the 1st, and so forth and so on. Yeah, all right. Cool. I hope that was something different and interesting to you. Marty Schwartz with nextlevelguitar.com. You know, if you're digging the world of nextlevelguitar.com, let's take it to the next level. We can click a little thing right there. Join the sign the mailing list for a bunch of free content that's not on YouTube. And you know, go to the site and you can just pick and choose all the things that are interesting to you. And you know, that's a really cool thing to be able to do, is just kind of like pick the lessons that most pertain to what you're trying to do or what you're trying to accomplish. So I think that's a really good way to go. And you know, hopefully I'll see you on the flip side there. All right, see you next time.